burner.
I'm sure we'll hear him say that later.
I know, that's why I tried to get it out. I tried to get it out before he could, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to beat him to the punchline, right?
All right, so Crawlingshadow, we just saw him fall. He did do the mirror.
Yep.
With Foxy. Now, and he did do Tanya as well, which I think was actually a good pick. Unfortunately, of the European players, we know that Foxy has the most experience with Tanya, or fighting Tanya, because of the fact that he does travel and has traveled before to our region.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with his picks earlier, and I still think that we are going to see him play mostly Kung Lao, but, you know, we'll see. I agreed with his pick that he finally picked Tanya just to see if Foxy could deal with it, and Foxy could, but, you know, Crawlingshadow, he needs to get in his element because we saw him mirror Perfect Legend earlier this season, and he played it so well.
He played very well. I mean, and it wasn't necessarily a bad pick, but Foxy was just in all the right spots, picking his timings, and he was able to punish Shadow. Now we have LAR, who just played, excuse me, Scar. Oh my goodness.
LAR
we saw
Scar.
some what did I say earlier?
Sklar?
No,
I don't remember what it was.
Mind.
I'm sorry. But yeah, we saw LAR against Scar earlier. It's very hard to see.
It was the SLAR matchup.
The SLAR matchup, there we go.
And we saw Demolition, and that's a variation that we don't really see in Europe. I mean, mostly it's covert ops.
Yeah, I mean,
over there.
To be honest, we don't see it anywhere except for Scar, and the new stuff that he's been doing is very recent.
It's very unfair. It's very good.
It's fair. I mean, it's very new tech. Not everybody really knows how to deal with it yet. And I mean, how much time have we had to adapt? I mean, people weren't even really looking at Scar too much until KIT, where he took second.
Yeah, and that was just last week.
Yep. But, you know, despite that, LAR played extremely well. He was actually doing, I felt like he was kind of doing a little bit better in the neutral almost. The problem was, once he hit that neutral, he was letting Scar go a little bit too much, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But, I mean, LAR is one of my favorite Russian players. He was my favorite, but I really like Sakharon now, too.
Yeah,
so there's kind of a tie,
Sakharon's
actually.
awesome, but, I mean, LAR is still, he's got good fundamentals, and he does play a character that really rewards that in Cassie.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is literally his strongest. He is a very fundamental player, and it shows. It's just, he needs to keep it going, and once he got hit by Scar, it was so hard to get out, even for Cassie.
Also, remember, guys, make your predictions. Follow that Twitch chat. You can win some awesome prizes. Who do you think is going to win? My money is on nobody. I just want to see a great match. And one of these players, like we said, this is the loser side of the bracket. One of these players is going to be going home. Is it going to be another European, or is it going to be Crawlingshadow for NA?
Yeah, that would be the first North American player to go out, I believe.
To go out of the tournament, right?
But who knows who's going to win. And interestingly enough, I feel like we may have Crawlingshadow be picking Tanya, and that would be, or I'm sorry, yeah, Tanya.
Yeah,
that's an interesting pick because we've heard, or at least I've heard some talk of Cassie doing really well against Tanya.
Cassie isn't a terrible pick. I mean, her buttons are really good as well. But wow, what a start for Crawlingshadow.
And he's going to capitalize off of it completely, get some corner pressure, and all right, there. He was trying to bait out the armor there.
Nice anti-air there. Didn't confirm, but still.
Ooh, and didn't even try to punish that. They may have been flip kick punishable.
Oh, and an error there from LAR. I really hope nerves aren't getting to him right now because he does need to play well, especially against Tanya.
Very nice, goes for that chip. Now, before we go any further into this match, I just want to explain that the biggest thing about this match is that she has armored 6-frame flip kick, and that is potentially the best counter in the game to Tanya's pressure. So a lot of this game is going to be about baiting it or not
just picking his spot also.
Yep.
If there is a gap in those rekkas, if he can read that to get that. That's what makes Cassie Cage so strong, is the fact that she has safe 50-50s.
Yep.
She can take those risks. As long as she has a bar of meter, you are at her mercy.
And safe 6-frame launcher.
Yeah. All right, here we go. LAR getting something started, converting. Here we go. Oh, but armor's right through.
Very nice. Now, that nut punch is not like Johnny Cage's, where it is not plus enough to guarantee yourself something. Now, the higher up in the juggle it is, the more plus it is, but it still won't be able to jail past the armor.
Especially the way that her EX does.
Yeah.
Or enhanced.
That's true. You can spend meter and make it jail, but he didn't.
Oh, that was very risky.
That's definitely punishable. All right, I believe that was a punish.
LAR recognizing that. Good stuff.
One strong round apiece. Very nice. Ducks it and tries to whip punish, but Tanya just switching sides.
That was a lot of meter just spent from Crawlingshadow, and he honestly didn't get anything out of it.
Yeah, but
and there we go. Ooh. That's that gap we're talking about.
That was the perfect read. He's going to get a lot of chip here.
Oh, and again, another mix-up.
All right, now
Crawlingshadow in a lot of trouble here.
Now, LAR tends to end in the flip kick. He never ends in the nut punch in the corner. It's a very interesting choice. Oh, and here we go. Crawlingshadow needs to make the comeback right here. Wow, he did a raw nut punch that got beat out. That may have been an input error.
Oh, no. This is where it all starts. Tanya's going to get to play her game.
All right, not going for the combo. Oh! Oh, no, he didn't quite get the punish there, but he was baiting it.
Wait a second. The last hit of that hit, no conversion. That was the round for Crawlingshadow.
Oh, and the punish. Oh, again.
There's a lot of drops right now in this game. Both players possibly combating nerves, but there it is.
He was just a little bit too risky there, and he didn't need to do that. I mean, it costed him. It cost him a lot. But you know what? He could have either gone low or overhead there, so one way or another, it was a 50-50 chance that he was going to win that match, and unfortunately, it did not land in his
50-50 chance. Got him.
But, you know, it was close. Both players down to pretty much the last hit there.
Yeah.
There were a few drop combos from both players. Need to tighten up their game a little bit, but still good play. Very good neutral from both.
And again, he's been getting caught a lot by that low overhead. All right, LAR starting off very well here. Getting caught by the low in the second end of that string. Big combo.
Ooh, let's Crawlingshadow get out of the corner.
No. We've seen this story before, but nice grab from LAR.
Extremely good choice. Going to put her back in the corner. I mean, Cassie's another character. She's like Sub-Zero in the fact that her mid-screen damage is nothing special, but once she gets you to the corner, she gets tons of free meterless damage.
Yeah, absolutely, and we're seeing it right here.
Just like that.
And you're right, he likes to just end the flip kick. Nice bait.
Yeah, that is the signature LAR ender. And actually what he was baiting for right there, fishing for, was the enhanced Rekkas.
Yep.
Now, the reason why that didn't work was because he did use the low slide, which takes him further. And, ooh, no punishment.
And it is actually a safe jump setup as well.
Oh.
For Cassie.
Smart.
The more you know.
Oh, no, he could have taken the game right there.
Oh, what? Interesting.
Now, this might be chip.
Oh,
one hit away.
Okay, all right. But still, LAR was able to get out of the corner to start this next round. That's huge.
Mortal Kombat X is a game of small victories. I mean, it doesn't seem like much. Oh, sure, he still lost the round, but he jumped out of the corner. Sure, whatever. But that changes the entire next round. I mean, everything changes a little something else, which changes a little something else, which wins you the round.
And now look, this match is taking place mid-screen, but now LAR is, well, he was slowly pushing over Crawlingshadow to the corner.
Very nice. He's not been hit by zoning at all.
I don't know about that flip kick. I think he was maybe expecting Tanya to advance, but he's got to be careful. He doesn't have stamina.
Oh, now he tried to go for the stamina-less combo, which is not easy. You have to dash up, down 4 into your special move, but he didn't quite get it, and now he's going to be put in the corner. Oh, that's punishable. Oh, no!
He just walks out and gets a cross-up punch.
LAR maybe not too comfortable with the timing of having to punish those. I mean, when you make it that fast, definitely punishable, especially with a six-frame reversal flip kick.
Yep.
6-flame.
6-flame. So Crawlingshadow is going to tie it up 1-1.
Goes to the brutal, too.
This is tough. I can feel like the drops because this is a very tense moment. I know none of the players on the stage or in the back, no one wants to go home. And this is a fight to stay in the tournament.
Definitely. And, I mean, let me remind you that this is essentially the top 16 of the league. So even if somebody does go 0-2 today, that is still the same as making top 16 at any huge tournament or even higher. I mean,
but even still, I mean, you want to stay in the tournament. No one wants to go home, period.
Of course.
And right now, a good start for LAR. Oh, but he backdashes finally that string.
Oh, nice, great anti-air. That was very nice. I mean, Cassie has a great jump in, too, so being able to anti-air that. Nice, throws him back in the corner. LAR has shown a lot of really good stage control.
Oh, I think he was trying to fuzzy the low or the overhead too, but unfortunately got caught.
Round 2, fight.
All right, now, I believe Tanya should be able to win if the zoning matchup. If they were to both throw their high projectiles, I believe Tanya overall would have a slight advantage. So it would be interesting to see Crawlingshadow try that, but it looks like he's just going to keep going in.
I like that little stagger there from LAR. Oh, Blanche, why?
No Blanche brutality. Unfortunate. All right, and oh, actually into the nut punch in the corner. Nice, goes for the safe 50-50.
Yep, it's safe. Why not?
All right, now that will be safe. And
Oh,
ooh.
but he tries to press a button and gets caught again.
And that button was just a little bit too slow, not the one he should have used.
Oh, nice spacing there from Crawlingshadow. Beautiful whip punish as well, and he gets caught with the low.
Oh,
and
that should be it.
He did not let LAR break. Stopped the string, immediately went for a grab. That was a very intelligent play there from Crawlingshadow.
Yeah, and you know, that low string has worked really well for him. I think he might be cashing on to that, and he might use it against LAR a
Well,
little
the
bit
thing
more
is people are so expecting the Rekka, and the second hit of that is an overhead, so they instinctively want to block overhead.
Yeah, I mean, it's very tough to constantly have the blocking down for the back three being the low and back one being the mid overhead, so that people try to fuzzy it weird, and if you're not really on point that day or really comfortable fighting against Tanya, you're not going to block all of them.
Yeah, and access to all that meter and the bar. This is a very tough match right now for LAR, and Crawlingshadow starting to kind of get into his element as well of doing all the pressure, not whiffing too many things.
Yeah, you know, one thing that I might like to see a little bit more from LAR.
Oh, wow,
just
down two.
Well, he's definitely in his head. He is in his zone right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, one thing I would like to see from LAR is something that we see our last season's champion, Crawlingshadow, do, is the enhanced nut punch, because you cannot armor break it. It hits very far, completely invincible.
For a good setup. It has invincibility frames, so you don't have to worry about armor break.
Yep, and I mean, the biggest thing is it's going to make Crawlingshadow respected, because at the moment, Crawlingshadow is having zero respect for him. Which isn't totally true, because he did just have a great armor bait in the corner. And Crawlingshadow just one hit away from taking this and sending LAR home.
It's going to be very close. LAR does have a bar meter, and he burns it. This is Crawlingshadow's time to go in, and that's going to be it.
Doesn't get the 3 brutalities in a row. But you know what? Great showing by LAR. LAR's neutral is very good. The biggest problem in the tournament for him this weekend was he just got rushed down a little bit too hard.
Yeah. On top of that, LAR, you know, again, we talk about it all the time, but it has to be mentioned because we just saw it. Tanya is not a huge presence in Europe, and she's such a good character.
Yeah. Oh, you know, another thing about LAR, huge shout out to him. He didn't even know he was going to be going to finals until very recently when we learned that Harry Nightmare was not able to get his visa to come here. So his prep time was considerably lower than all of the other players. So well played for that back.
So we're going to send another person, this time from CIS, but the Europe region they're staying alive, but barely.